Kenyans in coming to 2010 enacted a new constitution that completely made public servants insulated from the arbitrary actions of the executive. In that constitution, there were created independent officers and constitutional officers. This is a creature that the Kenyans created to protect the occupants of that office, that they must have a tenure specific for 8 years or for 4 years. The control of budget enjoys that constitutional immunity within the provisions of the Constitution. What has happened? The state being annoyed with the manner in which the control of budget has exposed the rotten government, designed a way to remove her from office. First, a charge sheet purporting that the control of budget was a director of a circle. We rushed to court, provided evidence that she was never elected as a director of that circle. And therefore that was a move that was calculated to ensure that the reasons provided for removal of Nyakang'o under Article 251 is that once she's charged, they'll go to Parliament, file a petition, take it to the President will appoint a tribunal, the tribunal, meanwhile the control of budget will be suspended, and once the tribunal that is appointed by the executive delivers the decision, just like the Cherera, the Nyakang'o's fate will have been sealed. Went to court and that matter was stopped. The real issue today that we are here is our petition is premised on two issues. One, can a constitutional office bearer be charged in a criminal court before she's removed officially from that office? We provided to the court authorities where 5 judges sat when the Deputy Chief Justice they tried to arraign her to court. And the courts sat and provided a judgment of 5 judges. And among the judges' recommendations, which is the law of this country, you can never take a constitutional office holder in the discharge of a mandate as a control of budget through a criminal process until you have removed her by a legal mechanisms provided for under Article 251. This was the position that the DPP, the DCI faced the Waterloo when they were told that Deputy Chief Justice Mwelu, go to JSC, get her removed from being a judge, then arraign her in court. We invoked the same provisions, and the judges agreed with us that you cannot take a constitutional office holder. They have temporal immunity the same way the President of the Republic of Kenya has permanent immunity. Constitutional office holders have temporal immunity against criminal sanctions until they have been removed from office.
We are here at the Supreme Court once again to celebrate the fruits of our Constitution of Kenya, whereby the courts are once again standing up to the executive and telling them that the rule of law still guides this nation. The control of budget has been in the media and has been in the media for a long time. And what has been happening is that she is being haunted because of her role as a controller of budget. We are here and the courts are stating that her office, irrespective of the office that she holds, she has to be protected by the Constitution, just like everybody has to be protected by the Constitution. The Constitution is saying she cannot be discriminated against simply because she is holding a constitutional office.
Now, Margaret Nyakang'o is a gallant Kenyan. She's a heroine who needs to be celebrated for standing firm and defending public resources. But even while she's doing that, and as it has become the tradition of some people, orchestrating or creating some evil scheme, well, there are some politicians who have come up with an evil scheme meant, number one, to frustrate her, number two, to ensure that she's removed from her office. But one thing that we must recall is that Margaret Nyakang'o, the controller of budget, enjoys some constitutional protection as an independent constitutional office holder.
There's no one who is above the Constitution. The Constitution must be respected, and independent office holders must be treated with dignity, and no opportunity should be presented in a way that restricts them from performing their role. Thank you.